I'm Victoria Jane. This is from the studio, and I'm joined by Ewan Sim.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good. You're looking very stylish today.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I'm liking the.
No, say it to you. No, I appreciate
nice
that.
little
Yeah.
jacket.
Try my best.
Jacket. Top.
I want to say shacket.
Shacket.
Is that what they call it these days?
I was trying to think, what is it called?
Yeah.
It's nice to have you on the couch. Born and raised in Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think?
Well, technically not born in.
Not
born, but raised. Yeah.
Yeah, raised in up north anyway.
Yeah, always north. Yeah.
How do you think being raised up north has kind of influenced you as an artist growing up?
I think you get a bit of northern swagger, don't you?
Yeah.
I like to think I've got a bit of that. Everything's just so London focused all the time, isn't it? I'm always championing Manchester and like everything like this. Do you know what I mean? So good to be promoting Manchester. Everything that's so good about the place, and just everything about Manchester. It's good to be involved in the scene going forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like your voice is very rich in tone as well, and when I listen to you, or when people listen to you, you quite easily evoke an emotion because of your voice. When was it that you started to actually sing or like take music seriously?
I didn't start singing in front of people till I was about 18.
Oh, really?
So quite late.
Wow.
I was just doing like sport and everything before that. And then, when you go out with your mates, you have a few drinks, and it's like, oh, you and sing a song. I'm like, all right. So
really? Was that how it kind of started?
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
And then I did something at school, and then I remember saying to Mum, like, I'm singing at a thing at school, and she was like, you're singing in it? I was like, yeah, come down.
What was it? Do you remember?
I did Ain't No Sunshine, Bill Withers.
Wow.
That was like my first tune. And I remember I was literally like this.
Gosh.
But then like, I did it, and she was like, yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. And
So,
did you like friends and family push you?
Yeah.
You kind of have to push yourself too.
I don't know, like, confidence is one of the things, it's quite hard. I found that going from doing, say, like covers all the time to doing your own music, you do have to like push yourself, but then the feedback that I've been getting on my own tunes, it does give you the confidence to think, actually, you can do this, mate. Like, you just got to pursue it and go for it. But yeah, family and friends are always supportive of what you do, so it's good to good to have that. Yeah.
And you touched on something I was literally just about to ask you. How, obviously you do a lot of covers, you gig sometimes. How was it transitioning into your own original stuff?
Yeah.
And how was that like changing, like writing music?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
I first got into doing original stuff. There's a drum and bass guys in Manchester called North Bass. So.
Oh, did you?
I've done two tunes with them. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So like a friend of a friend, they were like, oh, we need a singer. So I was like, all right. So then I wrote the lyrics and the melody for that.
Yeah.
2 tunes with them, from then I just started going, right, well, let's start writing your own music.
Yeah.
So then I've just gone from that. But Luis over there, he's playing in the session with me. He produces my stuff.
Oh,
so
amazing.
meeting him's been a big turning point. Like yourself, you work with a lot of producers over the years, and they don't quite work out for whatever reason. Then finally, you just think, right, this is it. I've hit the nail on the head. This is the tunes. These are the sound that I want, and we've just been really going for it. So I've only put my own first new tune out about just over a year ago.
Yeah.
And I've had 3 to date. So we'll just keep going with that. But
well, I feel like it's a starting point, isn't it? Like you've done it the other way around, really. You've done it covers and bit of live experience, and then you've gone to releasing your own stuff. A lot of artists do it the other way and just write their own stuff, and then the gigs and stuff is more scarier. I mean, it's just kind of embracing it and keeping that going. Really,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. Like I've got loads of live experience, but singing my own songs, it shouldn't be a different thing, but it is. Mentally, you just think, oh, I'm singing my own song here, but no, it's fun, it's enjoyable. So yeah, I can't really say more than that. Apart from this, I'm just cracking on with it. It's good. It's good.
You've got loads of gig experience, but what's some of the best gigs you've done, and what's some of the gigs that you didn't expect were going to turn out that good?
Yeah, I'd say. I wouldn't class it as a gig, but do you know, like at the end of a night, maybe after a gig, you just got all your friends around, you're just having a bit of a jam. I think some of them times there are like the best times because you're just natural, everyone's just having a laugh, enjoying themselves. In terms of gigs, I've done done a lot of cover stuff, like a lot of big audiences. I did a light switch on once, and that was about 3,000 people.
That's intense.
So I was just like, whoa, here we go. But in terms of going into my own gigs, I've got a sold out show at the end of January.
Wow, it's already sold out.
Yeah.
No one can even get tickets.
No.
Okay.
They sold out like in about. Wow. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say I'm like big time it, but it was only like amazing. 70 odd people, but still that's sold out. And then I'm doing another one April the 6th.
Do you know how hard it is for an artist to put on a show, let alone sell it out?
Yeah.
It's
a nice feeling.
Hard,
yeah, it is a nice feeling. Yeah.
Big up yourself,
considering it's like. I've only got 3 of my own tunes out, but
you're really still at the start of your artist career.
100%, yeah.
I mean, it's the start of a journey that you've already kind of been on, but just not as an artist, as a singer.
No, I agree.
As a creative, really.
Definitely.
Going into we're in 2024 now. What kind of things do you want to hope to do this year when it comes to?
Well, I've got those 2 shows. I'm definitely going to do another. My aim, like manifesting like a bigger headline at the end of the year. We just keep releasing songs. We've got quite a few lined up to release. Just need to keep churning the tunes out.
Is there anyone that you really want to work with? Like, if I work with them, that'll be it.
I don't know.
Anyone that pops to your head?
I don't know. Somebody like Georgia Smith or something like that. Imagine doing that, or like
crazy.
Maverick Sabre or somebody like that. But then it's probably too similar. But
no, you never know. I mean? You could be on a tune with both.
Yeah, imagine. They've done a lot of collabs, to be fair. They aren't they together, but no, it's called like, and then like I don't know, like Disclosure or somebody like that. Yeah.
Do you know? Is there something that in music that you wish you knew when you first started like gigging and first started actually performing? That you've learned along the way. Just
be confident in your own ability.
Okay.
I'd say.
And you think you've grown in confidence?
Yeah, definitely. I've always been confident performing, but like I say, I've talked about it before where you're transitioning from singing somebody else's tune to your tune. But you just think, actually, mate, like, people think they're good, so just go with it.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a bit of support from Introducing in Manchester. They picked up my second single, they played it. Yeah. So things like that, it's just like, you were doing all right, just keep going.
And I wanted to ask you 2 questions, actually. Who are some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to music? I know you mentioned Maverick and Georgia you wouldn't work with, but inspiration-wise, what other artists?
I'd say Maverick Sabre, definitely. I've like, obviously, I Need, everyone knows that. But then I've gone to his back catalogue and like, I went to see him at Albert Hall last time he was here in Manchester. And that was really good. And then Paolo Nutini's probably on number 1.
Oh gosh.
I've seen him about 4 times.
Really?
Yeah. But he's probably like, just because you just relate to someone. Do you know what I mean? And like you think, well, if he can do it, you never know.
Oh, of course, of course.
But then like, I like a lot of old soul records as well, like Marvin Gaye, people like that. They're like, I've always just drawn to a voice, whether it be, any genre really. But
the voice.
It's always the voice, yeah. Whereas a lot of people would go, oh, have you heard that piano part there? Or that? I'm like, well, I'm listening to the singer, yeah, because that's that's kind of what I emulate that.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's interesting you say that because I think people naturally draw to your voice as well. Music, so it's interesting that you also take that from music that you listen to.
Yeah, that's what excites me. I think they can sing, like, that's nice to listen to, do you know what I mean? No.
And the last question is, what is one thing you can't live without being on your rider at a gig?
This is going to be so boring now, this, like, water.
Oh, okay.
Vodka, maybe.
Oh, vodka.
Yeah, a little vodka after, or a whiskey, something like that.
It's always interesting to see what people drink. This is why I love...
I'm not a beer guy, I won't be like, get some Red Stripe or whatever. No, it's not for me. Vodka, lime and soda for me, all day.
Love that.
Or a little whiskey or something like that, but... Yeah, I'm not going to ask for like a bowl of blue M&Ms just yet. Do you know what I mean?
You never know.
Not just yet. I'm down to earth at the moment.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Ewan.
Thanks so much for having me.
On the sofa. Make sure you check out Ewan's From the Studio live session.